At the end of the test, developers are asked to fill out our task survey, which tells us if they were able to complete the goal, if they encountered errors, what errors did they encounter that prevented them from completing the goal, what else would they like to see, as well as a PSSUQ survey, which is a survey developed by IBM in the 80s, which specifically focuses on the usability of computer systems. So I'm going to fill out this survey right now, and you'll be able to see what that looks like. You'll be able to see all this feedback in aggregate in your report. So let's dive into those developer experience metrics. You have a single developer experience score represented as a percentage. For this test, the developer experience score was 61. And that score is calculated using 4 different metrics. Now, this is called a single usability metric, and this is very common in usability testing. Effectively, what you're doing is taking individual metrics, in this case, time to hello world, the error rate, completion rate, and happiness, and you're turning that into a single metric by normalizing the results. Now let's walk through what those metrics are. So time to hello world, this is commonly in UX referred to as task time, and this is just how long did it take for developers to complete the task. And this is essentially how long is the recording, how long did it take for them to complete that task if they did it. Error rate is how many developers report encountering unexpected errors during the task. So were they surprised by an error? Could they not finish the task? Completion rate is how many developers were able to succeed in the time frame. So given that time box, how many developers were able to complete the full task? And then happiness is essentially the results of that CSUQ survey. We take all that survey data as well as data collected from Pearcast to compute your DX score. Here for Twilio, the DX score was 61%. We can see here each of those metrics normalized. So the one to focus on here is time to hello world. Developers were able to complete the task, but most of them seem to use most of the time. So there's a lot of room there to improve. And then happiness. So happiness is out about half, meaning that there's room to make developers happier. We do see here that error avoidance and completion rate were pretty good. So people were able to complete the task and they didn't encounter very many errors. And of course, this is Twilio, so we kind of expect that. So as you test every month, you'll be able to see how your DX score improves. Here's one of our customers improving the DX score from 26 to 37 just over a couple months. And we can see some of the major improvements they made. So for example, their happiness score went from 58 to 92. Their error avoidance rate went from 20 to 43. And their completion rate went from 0 to 17 to 14. So this is a pretty hard task, which is why we're not seeing the time to hello world here, but we'd also be able to see how much time we're saving developers. And if you're making changes to your documentation, you're gonna wanna see if you're actually improving it, right? We don't wanna just be blindly making changes. So these type metrics will really help you know whether you're actually improving your developer experience. So that's Haxor developer experience testing, and we're here to help you understand how you can make your developer products better. Our goal is really just to save developers time and make everyone a lot happier.